The year is 2025. The world has changed in many ways, but some issues remain stubbornly persistent. Tensions are high between the United States and Europe. The atmosphere is thick with unease, as both sides brace for the next move in a high-stakes game of economic chess. The source of this friction? Trade. Specifically, former President Trump's decision to impose hefty tariffs on European goods. These tariffs were meant to protect American industries, but have instead ignited a fierce backlash. These tariffs, targeting key exports like wine, cheese and steel, have ignited a firestorm of controversy and retaliation. European producers, who rely heavily on the American market, are feeling the pinch. Europeans, feeling unfairly targeted, are fighting back the only way they know how, by boycotting American products. This grassroots movement is gaining momentum, fueled by a sense of injustice and economic self-preservation. This boycott, a grassroots movement gaining momentum across the continent, is a direct response to Trump's protectionist trade policies. Social media is abuzz with calls to action, and the movement is spreading like wildfire. Europeans view these tariffs as an attack on their economies and a betrayal of long-standing trade agreements. Politicians are making impassioned speeches, and economic forecasts are looking grim. From bustling city centers to quiet rural towns, a sense of frustration and resentment towards the U.S. is palpable. Conversations in cafes and town squares are dominated by talk of the tariffs and their impact. The message is clear. If America wants to play hardball on trade, Europe is ready to step up to the plate. The protests are not just about economics, they're about standing up for European values and sovereignty. This trade war, however, is not just about economic interests. It's about national pride and the future of international relations. It's a clash of ideologies, a battle between two vastly different visions of global trade and cooperation. On one side, the U.S. is pushing for a more isolationist America-first approach. On one side stands the U.S. championing a more isolationist America-first approach. This vision prioritizes American jobs and industries, often at the expense of international cooperation. On the other, Europe, advocating for multilateralism and free trade. European leaders believe that cooperation and open markets are the keys to prosperity and peace. This ideological divide, fueled by Trump's rhetoric and policies, has created a deep chasm between the two allies, leaving many to wonder, can this transatlantic rift be repaired? The stakes are high, and the future of global trade hangs in the balance. This boycott, a symptom of a much larger problem, is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of the global economy. Every action has a reaction, and the ripple effects are felt worldwide. It highlights the fact that in our increasingly globalized world, unilateral actions have far-reaching consequences. The domino effect of these tariffs is being felt in markets and industries far beyond Europe and the US. As the boycott gains traction, the world watches with bated breath, wondering what the ultimate impact will be on the global stage. The outcome of this trade war could reshape the future of international relations and economic policies for years to come. Across Europe, from the cobbled streets of Rome to the bustling squares of Berlin, a quiet rebellion is brewing. Europeans, armed with their wallets and shopping carts, are making a statement. This is not a protest of placards and chants, but a silent yet powerful boycott of American products. Supermarket aisles tell the story. Consumers are actively seeking out alternatives to American brands, opting for European-made goods instead. Shelves stocked with iconic American products are being bypassed in favor of local alternatives. French wine replaces Californian vintages. This movement is not just about preference, it's about principle. The European market is showing a growing preference for supporting local economies and reducing dependency on American imports. Italian olive oil takes precedence over its Californian counterpart. The trend extends beyond food and beverages. German cars outshine their American rivals. The message is clear. European consumers are willing to vote with their euros and dollars. This boycott is not just limited to everyday consumer goods. It extends to the digital realm as well. Streaming services like Netflix are seeing a dip in subscriptions as Europeans turn to local alternatives. The shift is noticeable in the tech industry too, where European apps and services are gaining traction over their American counterparts. Social media giants like Facebook and Twitter are facing backlash, with users migrating to European-based platforms. The message is resonating across all sectors. Reliance on American products and services is being re-evaluated. This boycott is about more than just economic retaliation. It's about sending a message. It's about reclaiming a sense of agency and independence. It's about showing solidarity with fellow Europeans and reminding the US that their actions have consequences. The power of the consumer, often underestimated, is now on full display, proving that even in the face of political and economic might, the collective voice of the people can resonate. This movement is a testament to the growing awareness and consciousness among European consumers who are increasingly prioritizing ethical considerations and local support over global convenience. The automotive industry, a bellwether of economic health, is feeling the tremors of the European boycott. Among the most prominent casualties is Tesla, the electric car giant, which has seen its European sales plummet. Once a symbol of American innovation and technological prowess, Tesla is now facing the cold reality of consumer backlash. Tesla's woes are twofold. Firstly, the company's association with Elon Musk, a vocal supporter of former President Trump, has alienated many European consumers. Musk's alignment with Trump's policies, particularly his stance on trade, has cast a shadow over the Tesla brand. Consumers, once eager to embrace Tesla's sleek designs and cutting-edge technology, are now hesitant to support a company perceived as being aligned with Trump's protectionist agenda. Secondly, the tariffs imposed on European steel and aluminum, key components in car manufacturing, have driven up production costs for Tesla. This, in turn, has forced the company to raise prices on its vehicles, making them less competitive in the European market. European consumers, already grappling with the economic fallout of the trade war, are opting for more affordable alternatives, leaving Tesla struggling to maintain its market share. Tesla's plight serves as a cautionary tale for American companies operating in Europe. It underscores the importance of understanding and respecting the values and sensitivities of European consumers. It highlights the fact that in today's interconnected world, brand perception and political affiliations can make or break a company's success. The current European boycott of American products is not an isolated incident. It is part of a long tradition of using economic pressure to achieve social and political goals. It finds echoes in history, reminding us of the power of boycotts as a tool for social and political change. Throughout history, boycotts have been a way for the powerless to challenge the powerful. From the Boston Tea Party, a pivotal moment in the American Revolution, where American colonists protested British taxation by dumping tea into Boston Harbor, to the Montgomery bus boycott, a landmark event in the U.S. civil rights movement, where African Americans refused to ride city buses in Montgomery, Alabama to protest segregated seating. Boycotts have long been used to challenge injustice and demand accountability. These actions have often been the spark that ignites broader movements for change. One of the most striking parallels can be drawn to the international boycott of South Africa during the apartheid era. This global movement was instrumental in bringing about the end of a brutal system of racial segregation. In the 1980s, people around the world, outraged by the South African government's brutal system of racial segregation, united in a boycott of South African goods, services, and institutions. This boycott, a testament to the power of collective action, showed how international solidarity could exert pressure on a regime and contribute to its downfall. This boycott, a testament to the power of collective action, played a significant role in dismantling apartheid and ushering in a new era of democracy in South Africa. The European boycott of American products, while different in context, shares a similar spirit of defiance. It is driven by a desire to hold powerful entities accountable for their actions. The European boycott of American products, while different in context, shares a similar spirit of defiance. It is a modern manifestation of an age-old strategy. It is a testament to the enduring power of boycotts as a means of non-violent resistance. This form of protest allows individuals to make their voices heard without resorting to violence. It highlights the ability of ordinary citizens to exert pressure on governments and corporations through their consumer choices. By choosing where to spend their money, people can influence policy and corporate behavior. It highlights the ability of ordinary citizens to exert pressure on governments and corporations through their consumer choices. The collective power of consumers can drive significant change. The success of the South African boycott serves as a powerful reminder that change is possible. It shows that when people come together for a common cause, they can achieve remarkable things. It demonstrates that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, collective action can make a difference. The power of unity and shared purpose cannot be underestimated. Collective action can make a difference. When people unite, they can challenge the status quo and push for meaningful change. The current boycott, though still in its early stages, carries within it the potential to effect change. It is a growing movement that could have far-reaching implications. The current boycott, though still in its early stages, carries within it the potential to effect change, to bridge the transatlantic divide and to forge a more just and equitable global order. To bridge the transatlantic divide and to forge a more just and equitable global order. The power of boycotts lies in their ability to unite people across borders for a common cause and to forge a more just and equitable global order. The power of boycotts lies in their ability to unite people across borders for a common cause. This unity can drive significant change and create a better future for all.